Those of you that receive our email update have heard us talk about the dual language project here at HRGS. And for those of you who aren't familiar with that, let me give you just a quick synopsis. At this time we are what you would call simulcasting. In other words, between our AM and FM channels, what goes out on FM also goes out on AM at the same time. So we're on English from 6 in the morning until 1:30 in the afternoon, then we switch to Spanish. Well, our desire is, with the dual language project, to be able to have English, for example, on the FM in the morning, while Spanish is on the AM. And then at 3 p.m. we'll switch the two of those. It allows us to get much more of God's Word out in one day than we are currently. But some of the things that we need: another computer, some software to operate all that and get all that up and running. So I'd like to show you a little bit about what we're doing with the project. Now, some of it involves this computer you see right behind me, and some of it involves a little bit of woodworking that Travis Mitten is doing. We'll go out and check out his progress in just a little bit. So we have our little monitor here and the computer, which is nice and roomy. We'll have several hard drives in here. So I need to get this computer all set up and get the other drives in place, and then we'll move on from there. As I said, we've started our dual language project, and I'd like to show you some of the work that has been going on, well, related to computers, but not so much. Let's go back to the shop here. Travis Mitten is inside, and he's been working on a little project. We're going to check him out. A workbench, and oh, here, Travis. Hey, you've been working back here. What?
Yeah, well.
What are you building? First of all, let's start with that.
What I'm building is basically just some legs and a desk, I guess you could say. Something for holding up the countertop, which is going to hold up the computer.
This is the countertop over here that you're speaking of.
Right. This is an old one that we used to have in our studios before we got some new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, we've already got some pre-drilled holes.
Pre-drilled holes, always good.
That's right. We'll make use of them somehow. And so it's going to be pretty simple. I don't like to use the word desk much with stuff that I do, but it'll be something to hold the computer anyway.
Okay, so what am I looking at right now?
Well, these are the legs. This will be one side. The other side I'm working on here, and then there'll be just a little frame on top to hold it and something across the middle. So pretty simple stuff. This
is the main studio here at HRGS, and what we're going to do, I told you about this little countertop that Travis is building. That is going to sit right in here between the wall and the current broadcast desk that we have. And for the time being, we're going to put our AM computer right here. So for the time being, AM and FM will share the same room. And it'll just be a matter of, if we have to do anything live on the FM, or on the AM I should say, then we just make sure we're doing that at a time when somebody isn't sitting right here talking on this microphone live on the FM. But it can all be worked out, and eventually when we have the opportunity for more space and another studio, well, that'll all take care of itself.